Boa noite a todos. Welcome back to Tom Plays EU4 for absolute beginners. We're back with Portugal. And we are more or less at the point of having made every colonial nation we're easily going to make. So we really need to be focused on technology and war, I suppose, next. Which is going to be interesting. Alright, well, let's leave Africa alone for a bit. We do need to take a look at France. Let's try to improve with all our allies. Double check who our allies actually are. Commonwealth still. We still have the Commonwealth. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. Spain, Commonwealth, the rest appear to be vassals. Okay, fine. So, start improving relation there. I want to keep one diplomat free, just for anything else we might need. Let's just see if we can do an estate. Summon the diet. What do we have? Okay, so that's just invest in Algarve. It's nice and easy to do. Fez. They want us to attack Morocco. And the Burghers want us to have an increased... might be doable, but I'm kind of wondering if this might be a better option even. But we would have to fight them and Tunis. A few other people. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be pushed into war without having time to prepare. Military level 20, ours is also 20. I don't know if we've got a huge advantage here. Tunis is 21. No, let's go with the clergy, let's go with a safe one. So we just need to invest in the Algarve. There we go. Any chance that's actually boosted our manufactories? If it did, then it was a bit late. Right, so we also need to build manufacturers wherever we can. I'm guessing they've started spreading in some of the places that we chose to build them before. Yeah, they have. So that's good. Hopefully that'll bring the cost down. We still need to get to 20 manufacturers. And we've still only got 12. 25, right. We should try and build another one. Let's just pick a decent place to build one. So it hasn't started spreading here at all yet, which is kind of a surprise in some ways. What else do we have? We've got all these areas down here in Africa. At least spreading a little down here though. I'm quite surprised that this North African area doesn't have it at all. Okay, so how about you? So you're generally pretty prosperous. Well, very little base production for some reason. I've obviously really boosted everything else. Still, might be a good place for manufacturing, if only because we could easily boost the production. Maybe we can even do that once it starts building. Okay, let's go there. Right, so we're going to have to wait for it to be built before it'll start spreading, like in the other areas. But it should start bringing the cost down. It's kind of tricky, because on the one hand we want to build up money so we can actually embrace it, because we need to improve our technology so that we can start attacking other countries. But on the other hand, we've still got this mission where we need to build 20, and it's far more valuable to build them now because it will bring the cost down of embracing the institution. So, little tricky all round. So all things considered, might just leave it for now. Improve relations with our vassals. Oh, we could actually annex Dahomey straight off. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to make some progress, even if it's going to harm our diplomatic reputation for a while. That's fine. I can live with that. Okay, we've got a bit of peace, which is good. Going to try and improve our relationship with the Papal State. Should we get a Papal blessing soon? Now let's just spin time on a bit. Okay, that shouldn't matter. Tunis considers a rival. Yeah, because they don't care about our lands. Time to slow down again. Finished a colony. Portuguese Cascadia. That's our first new colonial nation. Right, so I think we have these lands to ourselves now. This is wasteland. The Rocky Mountains are wasteland, so I think this colony will be able to do those at its leisure. So I'm going to pull my colonists out. Probably going to subsidise them once I get a diplomat back. But I'm thinking we should try to get... Well, I think it's literally just this land now. Because Spain have taken all the others. So if I send a colonist there, and then we're going to start on Siberia. So this land should still become part of Portuguese Cascadia. So we'll still be helping them with one more colony, but otherwise I'm going to leave them to do their own colonising. I don't mind subsidising them, even though in theory we don't really need to. But hopefully Labrador and Portuguese Cascadia will sort of meet in the middle. If we just keep them going. But we do want to get these guys to 10. So there we go, they've already started. Showing willing, very appreciated. Hopefully with a little bit of subsidising they will move even faster. Might finally be able to get... Oh no, can we get something money-wise? Well, unfortunately we are losing prestige, so it's probably still better to get Blessed Ruler. As prestige does come with a whole bunch of benefits, even though we'd really like more money. Right, let's send them over there. It's like France doesn't like us or something. Ferrara. Only 15 years old. Not going to make a huge difference, I don't think. Oh, what we got? Right, so we've integrated Dahomey. So we now own their lands. Really could do with a decent army up there. No problem. So we've got a very small army. But it's probably not going to be enough to put down uprisings. Now there's a thing. Oh no, of course we've got one of our provinces. Yeah, we should probably look to attack them. as soon as we can. So let's build a spy network. I'm just thinking they're quite small. Obviously Kanem-Bornu is a bit bigger, but their military tech is only 18, as ours is 20, plus we've got all our colonial nations. The only problem is whether we're going to end up having an uprising down here. But I think we can at least pull this army out. Okay, brilliant. So that's the next part of the battle plan, more or less decided. Let's just get these ships to somewhere safe. Got a while before the colonist is going to arrive. I don't want the ships to be constantly taking damage. Don't have an explorer, so we can't uncover any of the terra incognita. That's fine. I've managed to tie up my diplomat, stopping us from doing any subsidies again. Not to worry. Also fine. Right. To load all of this up, I'm going to take you all the way up to Dahomey. And we're considering attacking Dagbon, which is going to come with a big fight with Kanem-Bornu apparently. Probably butchering all the pronunciations here, unfortunately. But I think we can cope, seeing as it's just them. Okay, good. Long-term investment, please. I think we do want to do those. I think all our lands from now on, because we've made all the colonial nations we can reasonably make, we're going to want to make all lands into cores now. We no longer need to worry about accidentally coring a province that we want someone else to core for us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. So we should be in line to get 2 more merchants overall as these colonial nations grow. Getting our diplomats back, which is good. I want to start subsidising. Yeah, we're making quite a lot of money. In fact, I've got enough for another manufactory now. Go where his heart wishes, or bring him to court. We don't really need the prestige, so let's take the administrative power. I also want to subsidise Labrador. Ooh. Who's this? Not our problem. I'm sure they can handle that. I'm just conscious that Labrador still has a lot of land to colonise. Okay, a truce with France has ended. That is interesting. So yeah, ideally I'd like them to spread as far as they can. Not sure how far that is, but as far and as fast as they possibly can, I would like them to be spreading. Right. Slow this down a little. Done a conversion. We've got an alliance offer from Bonneman. I mean, there are advantages to having some alliances down in Africa. Although I'm struggling to work out where Bonneman is. I thought there was somewhere here. Okay, that's unenlightening. I wonder if they might be the really small province next door. Let's risk it, let's try it. There we are, they are. Now if I'm very lucky, we might be able to vassalise them. Looks like they would accept vassalisation, so it's just whether or not we can get them to plus 190. We've got improved relations plus 47 already. We can guarantee them, proclaim guarantee, that will be plus 10. We can offer military access, that's another plus 10. I think we might be able to do it. And then it's plus 40 from the monetary stuff. So yeah, that'd be good. It'd be good if we could vassalise them, seeing as we've just annexed a vassal. I would not complain about that at all. Okay. Trade dispute. Ah yeah, I was expecting that. Wasn't expecting quite such a large army, I have to admit. Oh dear. Right, fine. Let's take this army all the way back then to put down this rebellion. Yes. We certainly did lose. Come on, might as well have all 17 troops. It's unfortunate, I was kind of hoping for something we could actually cope with. Oh yeah, no problem there, didn't realise we didn't already have one. Well, I'm at it. Hold that thought. I should make a determined attempt to vassalise that new ally. Right, so take the last piece of land here. Start on the other islands next. Where was I? Africa. So, let me proclaim a guarantee for you. Lost a general. Let me offer you military access. Right, come back to you in a sec. Where are our ships? Here. Now, are you the ones who've lost the general, I wonder? Oh, on the plus side, they'll probably go after the Kilwa lands as well, won't they? That's not so bad, we can probably let Kilwa put them down. I might just head for this island first. I see Spain's taken that one. Give them my remaining general. Yeah, I think Kilwa will probably put them down for us. Okay, so let's crunch some numbers. Okay, so I need you to get to 150. We've got 27 more to go. Yeah, that's good. I think it's because we don't share a border. If you share a border, you get another -1. But as it is, I think we're going to be fine. So we need to improve relations to 15, which is the maximum. So that should do that pretty quickly with subsidy. This period of prosperity. Oh. Right, yes, we do need a better naval force, so let's just keep investing in our navy. So yeah, as soon as we get to 170, I think, 165, we should send them a gift for the remaining 25, and then we can vassalise them. So keep up with the conversions, keep up with the coring. See where we're up to down here. Yeah, Kilwa's put them down. So we just need to move our army in and retake this land. That's the one thing Kilwa won't do for us. gives us some idea what their army looks like as well, which isn't a bad thing. And then I suppose we can try that again. Okay, so you build the ships. Hopefully that's given us time to make an actual claim on Dagbon. Yep. So it's a fairly small amount of land again. It's just, I'm hoping we can take it without too many issues. But we'll see. We'll get into place first and then see how it looks then. Could probably do with another general, just in case the war spills up over here. Still not getting amazing generals. I wonder if we need some more military ideas. One other thing we should really think about is royal marriages with Christian countries, because it might give us a chance at gaining a country for free. Oh boy, regional nobility. Okay, wider. Oh well, isn't that interesting? Let's crush them. What an amazing coincidence. Have an uprising right where the army is. Probably an unfortunate decision by the nobles there. Obviously a bit unfortunate because it's done us a fair amount of damage. But hey, it counts as a won conflict, so it should win us a bit of army prestige and stuff, power projection. And also we do have enough manpower to cover it. I suppose the big concern is whether we should be bringing more of our army down for this war. I'm hoping we don't need to. I'm hoping what we have is enough. Might build more troops though. Let's see. Yeah, I think we could do with more if we can possibly afford more. Yeah, big time we can. Right, let's just build some more troops in Africa. So we really should be keeping up to our force limit if possible. So I'm just going to make... And the only reason I haven't been doing really is because I want to get these manufactories built. But if we're going to start making war as well, we don't have a lot of choice. We need to keep building them. So let's just build some infantry and cannons. Maybe not quite as many cannons as infantry. Right, we also need to build more manufactories. So let's just check the state of our spread. Manufactories obviously finished here, so it's spreading nicely there. Still spreading here, not spreading so nicely here, I would have to say. And no wonder. These provinces are not very well developed at all. Right, Natal is probably the best of them, debatably. So, normally there'd be terrible places to build manufactories, but as it is, I'm more concerned about the spread than anything. So what about over in this part of the world? See, they're quite developed, but they're also out on a limb. So in a lot of ways, I would rather do this area simply because it's quite central. And it may not even build in time. But we'll see. We'll get it started. about other places we could potentially attack. Cherokee? Choctaw and Ottawa. Okay. Apparently Ottawa is allied with everybody. Oh, brilliant. Can have an extra diplomatic relation. Not that much use, I have to say. Although it might be useful in the sense of Cherokee and Caddo. I'll tell you what, I'm going to build spy networks in a few places among the First Nations. Ooh. They're very small. Just speculatively, and then I might attack one of them and we'll see if we can take a whole bunch of lands from everyone who defends them. Right, okay, so whom do we get on okay with? We don't get on well with Provence. Switzerland rather like us. Could we have a royal marriage with them? We can't, can we? They're not actually a monarchy. Which does rather make it difficult. Encroachment of nobility. I think I'll demand it be returned. And they chickened out. Good. That's what we want, ideally. Russia hates the Commonwealth, so not ideal as an ally. Ottomans hate everyone we stand for. Tunis considers us to be a rival. Morocco actually does not. We could actually ally ourselves with Morocco in theory. That's the point, actually. We need to keep an eye on Sus, don't we? We could be allies of Morocco. They're friendly with Tunis though, aren't they? I don't know. Might be asking for trouble, potentially. Not Great Britain. No, they hate us. France obviously hates us, as one would expect. Papal State's getting bigger, Naples is getting bigger. Wasn't necessarily thinking of allying as such. Really not sure. Really not sure. I just feel like we've got diplomatic relations that we're not making use of. But then, don't want to do anything that's going to drag us into unnecessary wars either. Sumer. Okay, brilliant. Oh! Is there room for a colony here? I don't remember that being available. I wonder if the natives managed to kick the Spaniards out. Not complaining if so. Oh well, let's just keep at it. Hopefully we'll have a new merchant before you know it, which will help enormously with the money situation. We will see. What's this unrest? Separatists. That's fine. That's fine. We expect separatists. Right. 19% penalty. I think I'm going to go with that anyway. We don't want to fall too far behind this time. And I'm not ready to embrace the institution just yet. So I'm going to carry on doing technology this time. Oh, especially since this one's given us an option for national ideas. Okay, so that's good. So we have a big minus on everything. Alright, so we're ahead of time on those two, but not on the military. Okay, we're most ahead of time on administrative, which makes sense because we're on 22 administrative. So in a perfect world, we go for an administrative technology. I should really slow down time while I'm thinking. I just wonder how many of these we've got already. Okay, so we've got 2 administrative, 2 diplomatic, and only 1 military. Yeah, you see, this is going to be a problem for us. I mean, humanist ideas can be good for keeping the empire under control. Economic would be good for our money. Probably a bit late for innovative ideas to be worth it. Religious ideas, I don't think we really need, because we're doing quite well anyway, religion-wise. Trade we probably don't need, although we go for money. Influence would be good in some ways, but not as much because we're probably going to annex most of our actual vassals. I think really we should be going for military. It's possibly a bit late for defensive to be useful, so let's go for offensive. So this is probably a good time to do it because... yeah, it's a bit annoying because it means we're going to fall further behind in technology. But at the same time, it's not affected by the penalty we're getting for not having embraced manufactories yet. Okay. Oh! Bonneman will join in, actually. Do we want them to join in or do we want to vassalise them? I think we should vassalise them. Let's send a gift. So this should be the last bit. Improve relations by 25. That brings them to plus 193 opinion of us, which should mean that they will accept vassalisation as soon as we can send another diplomat. Ooh. Intercolonial disputes. Right, now the best bet with this a lot of the time is to look at who's more loyal. So Portuguese Brazil likes us a lot, has low liberty desire. Portuguese Colombia likes us a lot, but has a slightly higher liberty desire. And I wonder... yeah, let's go with Portuguese Colombia. Sorry, Portuguese Brazil. You're not going to be happy, are you? It does happen when they've got shared borders, the two colonies come into conflict. Still, what can you do? I do wonder if picking the colonial charter is a better option anyway, simply because it probably keeps the lands a bit more integrated. I think sometimes colonies end up with lands by accident, more or less. Okay, so as soon as the diplomat returns, we will declare war and see how it goes. So we're literally just trying to take Dagbon this time. There's only one province, but hey, this is how empires are gradually made. Native uprising, fair enough. So I'm going to try and quite slowly here because I'm hoping our colonial nations and vassals are going to show up and help. We're in theory at war with Canon Bornu, I believe. Should just check that. Under siege of Dagbon. That gives us only 14%, so we're going to have to fight Canon Bornu, which is the main one. Ooh, who's this? Powerful landowner, so we can add him to... okay, that's extremely useful. But there are drawbacks in terms of prestige, and this on the other hand is just a plus. So let's go with that. Right, so we need to start taking lands from these guys. And at some point we're probably going to have to fight their army. Hopefully they're not going to suddenly show up. Oh my goodness, is that their army? If that's their entire army, then I don't think we've got too much to worry about. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's assume the colonial nations will handle encroachments into our land. I'm sure they're quite capable of taking on... Oh right, okay, that's different. That's very different. Ah, that must be the main army. Let's hope that we still got that castle when we get there, and that gives us a significant advantage. Because I suspect we're going to need a significant advantage. Okay, I'd rather lose legitimacy. Because that probably is going up. Let's repay the loan. I'd forgotten we even had a loan. So as long as we can win this, which it looks like we're going to easily. Good. It looks like the colonial nations have arrived as well. Portuguese Brazil. They obviously haven't held it against us. Right, well they're horribly damaged, so let me go straight for Borno. So sort the castle out. Hopefully they will be willing to make peace. Hopefully we can all avoid tangling with the Sunni zealots. So I don't think that's our war. Might at some point be able to bring that army down, but I don't think we need to. I think that was their main army. And more colonial nations are going to arrive as time goes on, so I think this should rapidly become overwhelming. Excellent, right, so that's another colony for Portuguese Cascadia. Should make them a little bit more powerful. And we need to start on... We need to start on Siberia. So I guess we'll start here, closest area. Even though in some ways we could do with going inland quickly to, compete with Russia. But nonetheless, not too worried about Siberia. It's more of a plus than anything we're going to be too concerned about. Apologies to anyone from Siberia. It's just probably not going to affect our overall status in the game because it's nothing to do with any of our missions. It's quite a way away from them. That looks like I've accidentally put down a Sunni rebellion. No, can't be helped. And this, you see, is why I like because we're very quickly having what I believe is known as a vassal swarm. Okay, what we got? Cannon Bornu, what are you going to give us? No treaty with France, give us some money. I can accept that. I actually am quite happy to accept that. And then we should be able to annex Dagobon. Suggest demands, full annexation. There we go. Sorted. So we will make them a core as soon as we can. Let's get this loan paid back. Let's look at making another manufactory. I still want to get us to 20 ideally. Looks like that one hasn't yet finished building. We've got them spreading here. I think we've probably done most of the bits that spread would be useful for, so I might just check if there is anywhere we haven't built one yet in Portugal. And there are many places we haven't built one yet in Portugal, so ideally I'd like one in every one of these lands. However, that also means that I'm not convinced that we need them for spread anymore, so I should save up and embrace the institution rather than building more and more manufactories. So we'll just go straight for the institution now. Right, so we're going to have an uprising in Dagbon at some point. That's for Dagbon, Tapua. That's them. Right, looks like we're going to need Dagbon 1 first. Do we still have an army over here? We don't, do we? They were wiped out. So yeah, we probably are going to need to be next to Dagbon, ideally. Okay, so maybe, is there anywhere we could? There isn't. Fine. Okay, so the next thing I was going to do was look at these First Nations. So if I start fabricating some claims, actually let's take the most valuable lands. Especially if we're only going to take one from each place. And were we doing Illinois as well? We were. Only one option for Illinois, of course. Yes, we should definitely help. So we can stop building a spy network there. Have a new military idea. Okay. So let's see who would drag the most of these people in. As Choctaw we've got. We don't have anything on Ottawa. Ottawa. Okay, not so sure where Ottawa is. Okay, Choctaw. So that's Cherokee and Caddo. Caddo is quite small. So they might actually be a good option. So we'll just be taking a little bit from Cherokee and a little bit from Choctaw. And I don't think that we need... That's fine. Any of our troops there. I think we can just leave this to our colonial nations. New colony, always a good thing. Need our ships down here though. I think we can start straight away, so let's go there. So we're having one Pacific fleet really isn't enough. Right, we should actually have dropped this army over there already. So let's head there first. I'll just drop them off. And to make that land a core. Oh, right. The port's right on the other side. That's inconvenient. I need to check how damaged the boats are. They're not bad, but maybe if we just rest them for a month or two. 1 month's probably fine. Okay, right, so that colony is now defended. Probably take a while for this one to arrive anyway. So, but we'll just send the ships down. Uncontested claims, figures. Yeah, bunch on Kilwa, looks like. It's alright, I really need to be improving relations with our colonial nations anyway. And then we'll start looking at Kilwa again. Once we've embraced the manufactories, we can hopefully start improving our technology, military technology particularly. Right, there. They're done. Military access, no problem. What's an advisor? Okay. We do have a lot of money. Might go for a +2 just to be on the safe side, but I think we should be trying to have +2s throughout now, and possibly looking at +3s. Okay, how's the war going? Not bad, as you'd expect. Don't really care. Put them back. Someone's trying to make peace. I think they were the people we attacked, weren't they? Yeah, so we want to make peace with them last. Caddo, on the other hand, I might be good for making peace with now. We just fabricate a second claim and just turn the speed down a little. Stop building a spy network so we can actually get a diplomat. Oh, peace offer from Caddo, that's fine. I didn't really want anything from Caddo. This is just an alert that we're going to lose a casus belli. Not too worried, all the ones we've got that I'm actually making use of are fine. Okay. Noble rebels, that's fine. Choctaw, no. Make peace with Choctaw, the war's over. We need to make peace with Cherokee first. New settlement, another settlement, so we unite them to gain population, or we allow both colonies. I think we should gain population. I can always worry about... that's fine. Let's make this into a state. I can always worry about improving development later. Oh, that's unfortunate. Even B. That's very unfortunate. That's going to hit us a bit. Okay, Cherokee. Hopefully they will give us... Oh right, they'll concede the whole place. Okay, I'm just hoping that... Okay, you just... Yeah, I might just cede to Homie with them. I don't want to give them too much land at once because they might have a job handling all the uprisings. So, possibly being a little bit cowardly there, but better to be on the safe side, I think. Okay, right, hopefully these ships have arrived. So let's move our army over to protect the new colony. We can now embrace manufactories, which is good. So we can hopefully start improving technology. We really need to stop doing the offensive ideas for a bit, even though I'd love to have that, and build up our technology now. We should find, basically looking across at Kilwa again. So they're currently on 21, we're currently on 21. But I'm hoping that now that we've embraced manufactories... Oh no, they've embraced them too. Right, fine. So Enlightenment's the next one. Okay, this is also important. For Enlightenment, we need universities. So it's a lot like Manufactories. We need to have universities built, spaced out across the country. So once again, we're going to have to spend all our money on universities now, which is not what I wanted. Still can't be helped, and we've got 20 manufactories. We do have a pretty decent amount of money coming in, so it's not terrible. Let's just finish off by summoning the Diet. They want a house of worship in Algarve, which gives us +1 base tax, that's good. Chavchuvenian Kingdom. Okay. And they want us to colonise Upper Missouri. Now in theory, well, actually all of these are quite interesting. Helps if you actually click the correct thing. Oh, maybe I did. Right, okay, so that's... I mean, I suppose it's tempting, but it's quite a way away from all of our armies and things. What will their proposal be? Yeah, we get improved diplomatic reputation. So what about Upper Missouri? How feasible is that? Because we might get that without even trying. Somehow I'm not convinced that that is Upper Missouri. Would help if it didn't stick this right in your face. Maybe it is. Okay, so this is something I don't think we've covered. There is a map for regions. So if we make a new map mode, if I can just remember what it's actually called. Oh, probably that. Okay. So hoping this might give me some idea where Missouri is. Possibly regions is not the right thing. Let's try another map mode, because they had a few areas. How about areas? Okay, let's try find again. Instead of Upper Missouri, I'm just going to put Missouri. Yeah, that's not Missouri, is it? Okay. I'm going to try it again. Now we've got the areas on. There we go. Right. Upper Missouri. So he wants us to colonise Upper Missouri, but it's already occupied by the Comanche, and we're nowhere near it. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You know what, I think we should go for the magnificent house of worship in Algarve. Yeah, doesn't have very exciting benefits, and we can't yet afford it. But as long as we remember next time, it's probably the safest bet. Okay, right, so I'm probably going to leave it there. Doesn't matter particularly. So yeah, I mean, we're growing okay. We've gained a bit of extra land, got a new vassal peacefully, but again, not very exciting. We've embraced manufactories, which is good. really need to work on our technology, but we also need to start building universities. That's quite important, or we're going to struggle with the Enlightenment, which could fire at almost any time in theory. So yeah, going to have to work on that, unfortunately, which is going to hold us back on getting a decent navy yet again. Hopefully be the last hold up. And on the plus side, our income now is getting pretty high, bearing in mind that we've got, I mean, we're sort of halfway there on the advisors. +1 diplomatic isn't very good. I'm glad we got +3 military though. Gonna need that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It shouldn't be a big issue. We've got a lot of colonial nations. Actually, I was just thinking of getting rid of him. And we also actually have a couple of papal blessings. Okay, let's do the legitimacy, and then we'll get a monetary one next time, assuming that's available. So I definitely want at least a +2. However, there are no +2s. None of them are amazingly useful for us, so let's go with improved relations. Might help with our diplomats a bit. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to leave it there. Probably just a steady progress one, really. And went quite a bit over, but yeah, we're getting there. I'll probably say that every single time, but we are building a pretty good basis for being able to start attacking people left, right and centre. We just really need to hurry up. It's 1674. Time waits for no one. But that's it, and yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.